The largest bear in the world and the Arctic's top predator, polar bears are a powerful symbol of the strength and endurance of the Arctic. The polar bear's Latin name, Ursus maritimus, means sea bear. It's an apt name for this majestic species, which spends much of its life in, around, or on the ocean, predominantly on the sea ice. In the United States, Alaska is home to 2 polar bear subpopulations. Considered talented swimmers, polar bears can sustain a pace of 6 miles per hour by paddling with their front paws and holding their hind legs flat like a rudder. They have a thick layer of body fat and a water-repellent coat that insulates them from the cold air and water. Polar bears spend over 50% of their time hunting for food. A polar bear might catch only 1 or 2 out of 10 seals it hunts, depending on the time of year and other variables. Their diet mainly consists of ringed and bearded seals because they need large amounts of fat to survive. Polar bears rely heavily on sea ice for traveling, hunting, resting, mating and, in some areas, maternal dens. But because of ongoing and potential loss of their sea ice habitat resulting from climate change, the primary threat to polar bears, Arctic-wide polar bears, were listed as a threatened species in the U.S. under the Endangered Species Act in May 2008. As their sea ice habitat recedes earlier in the spring and forms later in the fall, polar bears are increasingly spending longer periods on land, where they are often attracted to areas where humans live. The survival and the protection of the polar bear habitat are urgent issues for WWF. In October 2019, the International Union for the Conservation of Nature (IUCN) Polar Bear Specialist Group released a new assessment of polar bear populations showing that the number of polar bear subpopulations experienced recent declines has increased to 4, with 8 populations still being data deficient. The good news is that 5 populations are stable while 2 have been experiencing an upward trend.